players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstar.
We've got Antetokounmpo, Mr. Clutch out there with LeBron James, and it's Durant, and it's Davis at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let
memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible, and they are the best players in the world.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Hall. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Jokic, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Hall, no good. And here are the East All-Stars. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. And here are the East All-Stars now. Curry passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
And Davis throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Hall. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Now he's spoken with the guys. Now he wants to make this a competitive game, one that features at least some execution and not just a bunch of lobs. Maybe some ball movement. He said, look, if we're going to be out here, if we're going to take this court, we might as well try to win this game. And that means playing the right way. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Curry, following the 3 moments ago from Hall. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Western All-Stars ball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Jacks up a three, and the three ball is good. Hall's got 9.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Now, here's Curry. Good D by James.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And it just seems ball moving.
Curry against James. To halt the run. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And James pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Timeout.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. And in this era of player empowerment, don't you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. with social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Hall passes to Davis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Harden kicks to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Hall passes to Davis. Goes back up. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Here's Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the strike. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Hall. Buries the long-range jumper. Hall's got 17 now.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Curry against James. Curry kicks to Jokic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Irving. A 3-ball. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Defensive foul. Called on.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the West All-Stars?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Now, here is Harden. To stop the run. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Ahallamazing.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And, you know, for Stephen Curry, basketball's a true family affair. You have to imagine the pressure to perform is always on when your brother and father are hassling you.
Ball's checked in for the West. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. 11-point game. 3-pointer. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Hall. Hall's got 22.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the East All-Stars. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Irving's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Davis against Embiid. And Davis can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Harden finds Curry. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hall. Good on the triple. 25 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the shot goes in.
You know, I like Irvin's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Down low, Embiid with the steal, and they're running. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 28 points for Mr. Clutch.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now here's Harden. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. A floater, and Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Outside Irving. Knocks it loose. Passes it to Durant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is Irving. 7 points in the game.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Pass to Jokic. Up and in on the layup.
Hey, even by NBA standards, Jokic is a mountain of a man. 6'11", they list him at 284. That's almost a seventh of a ton, folks. The Joker can handle whatever contact he embraces.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Now, here's Curry. 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hall passes to KD from downtown, and down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Hall. Hall's got 34. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Curry. That shot off. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Lets the 3 fly. It falls. And 3 more from Hall. Hall's got 37.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too. Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid moves it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now Curry. After the missed 3 from Hall. And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Hall. 4 seconds left, and it's Davis with the jam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the West All-Stars taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. Then for the West All-Stars, Giannis, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Kevin Durant comes in for Doncic. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Levine. Jokic is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Harden. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Embiid in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Here's Hall, guarded by Harden. Drops in the layup for 2. Hall's got 39.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Hall. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Western All-Stars ball.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Jason Tatum.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the basket by Curry.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Ball the pass to Hall. Ball feeling it out a bit. The pass to Durant. Here's Hall. He's covered by Irving. Hall, no good. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Irving with a clean look, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass the ball over to the left wing. Here's Hall. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, you describe AD's games and you start running out of superlatives. I mean, when this guy is healthy, he dominates in a different fashion, but in similar ways to Tim Duncan.
And he gets it back. 56 seconds left now here in the second. And Embiid with the block.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
To the paint. Jokic, no good.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Harden bounce pass. With 1 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the West All-Stars taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. 1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the West All-Stars, Mr. Clutch out there with LaMelo Ball. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's KD in at the 3 slot. Ball, the pass to Hall. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Harden with the ball for the East All-Stars. On the wing, Irving. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter. The West All-Stars with the ball. Here's Hall. And that one's on target from the wing.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Jokic. And Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
LeBron's checked in for Ball. Here's KD. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Hall, no good. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Irving. And the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes...
Is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
James, the pass to Hall. He dishes it to Davis. Here's Hall, guarded by Kerr. Here's Hall. Non-stop scoring machine here. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shoots the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. And he's probably knocking it down, too.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 8.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
James, the pass to Hall. From past the arc, buries it from three-point range.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Outside Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
A big group substitution here for the East. Towns, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Julius Randle comes in for Jokic. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for James Harden. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Curry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Bam Adebayo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Durant. Hall, that's good.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
Fires from the line, and that one's good. Lillard, 8 points for him.
In that mid-range area, Lillard is deadly as anybody. His mechanics and technique on that jumper, flawless.
And here are the East All-Stars now. To the inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And Randle has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
Hall, that's good.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Outside Irving. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
And that's just...
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Joel Embiid out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Curry.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Pass to Hall. Launches it. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. To the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, that was very close to being a 4-point play.
Yeah, I can't believe how close he came to getting that one to drop, even with all the contact.
And he makes all 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Irving from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Here are the East All-Stars. It's Curry outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Hall, no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
A nice shot by Irving.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
On the pass to Hall. Over Irving. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 69 points for Mr. Clutch. Curry against Ball. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I love how
the West All-Stars making a switch here. James is checked in. Here's Hall, covered by Irving. And they recover it. LeBron passes to Hall. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist in the game. Curry with it. Pass to Jokic. Popped up there for Embiid. And Davis sends it back. And they're on the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. The 3. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Releases. Hall, no good. From deep Harden, hits the 3-point bomb.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
First one falls for him.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Good on both. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 19. Here's Curry over James, and Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Shot from the inbound, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half. Irving against LeBron. Hall passes to Giannis. Outside for Durant. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hall's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the West All-Stars. Durant with the steal. Pass to Hall. Over Jokic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Embiid is at the elbow. Driving inside.
Often when Embiid has a lane, he looks to throw it down, and he's got great speed for a big fella.
Hall passes to Davis. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Here's Hall, guarded by Curry.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off, able to stay all over the shooter.
Here's Embiid. Doesn't go that time. Nice defense from Hall.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Wow. What can you say?
To the middle. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
James, the pass to Hall. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Down low. Hall, no good. And here's the East. Harden with it. Guarded now by Durant. And there it is for him. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Hall, that's good.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Inside. And the jam by Harden.
You know, when Harden gets deep inside positioning, he's ready for the throwdown because he's more athletic than people give him credit for.
LeBron outside. And they double up James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here are the East All-Stars, trailing by 19. Here's Curry with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 26.